What is going on, YouTube? How's everybody today? Good to hear. So today I want to review an album I just picked up last week, but I've been digging quite a bit. It's an album by a guy named Prins Thomas. It came out on his own record label called Pupp in 2010. Prins Thomas. His real name's Thoams Moen Hermansen. He's some Norwegian guy. He's 35 years old. He's been making music since, I don't know, I've read since 1998. Could be before that, could be a little after that. For a long time. This is his debut album, though. He's mostly just collaborated with this other electronic group from, I think they're Scandinavian, Lindstom. Pretty popular underground kind of thing. They make this kind of space techno. It's called cosmic disco is what it's called. He's part of the Scandinavian electro scene. Big guy, does a lot of remixes, does a lot of collabs and all this kind of stuff, and doing like compilations and shit like that. But it's taken him a while. It took him like a decade to finally release his debut album. And if you're familiar at all with Lindstom or any of that kind of cosmic disco kind of stuff, you know what to expect from this album. It's a bunch of blissed out tracks. It's 7 songs, 1 hour long, like 1 hour and 9 seconds, I think, of just funky, spacey, electronic stuff that blends all kinds of musical elements, blends like house and jazz and funk and kraut rock and prog. There's trumpets on here, keyboards, clavinets, you know, guitars, drum machines, all that kind of stuff, and makes all these big, epic, you know, slow building, groovy, kind of just weird kind of soundscapes, I guess. Very, very driven and also very, very chill at the same time. Very, very laid back. It's all instrumental. I think that the closest it gets to anything kind of vocals is just some like oohing and ahhing in a couple tracks. It's like, you know, very loosely structured. Has a lot of ideas, has a very nice pace to it, it's very engaging. I like this kind of music. I find it very relaxing. It's not exactly thought-provoking. Sometimes it borderlines and meandering a little, because the song lengths get a little long, like the 7 and 9 minute range. But it never really stagnates, never gets too cheesy. It's not the kind of music you would listen to in some cheesy, you know, Gino club or a house club or something like that, where it's just not that kind of stuff at all. It blends genres, it gets a little crazy, it's not totally predictable. It doesn't have a very particular kind of get up and party move, although you could probably get down to this album if you had to. But like I said, loosely structured, not 100% conventional music. You know, I found it very enjoyable, very relaxing, like, you know, invigorating at the same time. Reminded me a lot of this band called New. Reminds me a lot of Trans Am and all that kind of Autobahn driving kind of music. Has this kind of futuristic vibe. I don't know why it's called cosmic disco. It doesn't have that strong of a disco feel to it or a cosmic one. It's got more of like a futuristic kind of race car Tron movie kind of vibe to it. I don't know. It's got a little bit of ambient and stuff. Like, there is a disco vibe to it, but it's not very prevalent. Cover art is just the guy himself, Prins Thomas, just in his flannel shirt, you know, looking good. It's got the track listing. A lot of the track names are actually alluding to like artists that influenced him. Like, I guess there's a guy whose last name was whatever that is, and there's a girl named Wendy something. All these influences. I'm not familiar with the artists that influenced this guy. Just when I was looking it up today, someone, you know, mentioned it in the blog, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, I might check him out later. It's probably good stuff. And then the inside cover, we just got him kind of smiling smugly. Nothing else. Anyway, seems like a real nice guy. He owns the record label and makes a lot of electronic, spacey, funky kind of shit. It's very driven, very chill. And like I said, it's not really all that cheesy. If you can get down this kind of laid back yet, you know, forward propulsing kind of music, you probably dig this. Yeah, it's brand new, slowly sinks in your brain. Came out in 2010 on Pupp. His name is Prins Thomas, and it is his debut album, but he's released a lot of other work before this, just never on a full-length album kind of thing. Although I did read he does have a side project or something called Major Swellings, but I just read that just recently and I don't know anything about it.